Who's ready for story time with A.I.W, baby? Welcome to Fantasy Book Club. I am the Honorary Zeus, joined by Cronus the Bear.
Yes.
And today on Fantasy Book Club, we're doing it a different way this time. So what we're going to do, we're going to take it in turns each episode to read out to each other. In this case, it'll be me reading out a AI-generated storyline to Cronus, and he's going to tell me what he thinks. And today we're talking about Eric Bischoff invading AEW. Obviously, this would turn a lot of heads if it did actually happen.
Yeah.
I know we've kind of gone over this in the past, but a little bit of background. So when Cronus and I were thinking about doing this idea as an AI type wrestling podcast channel, etc., I was listening to 83 Weeks with Bischoff and Conrad Thompson. And I think it was like back in March, maybe April time. And Bischoff was talking about, like, you know, the state of storytelling in WWE and AEW, what he likes, what he doesn't like. And he said that he was curious as to what effect AI could have on wrestling storytelling in the future. Well, Eric, The future is now, buddy. So if you're listening, Eric, this one's for you. So what I've done is I've asked A.I Jeff to come up with a storyline that involves Eric Bischoff kind of infiltrating AEW, and to kind of make it as personal, as engaging as possible, and to kind of break it up into rough segments over a few weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's called The Power Struggle, The Bischoff Khan War. So this is titled Week 1, Segment 1. So, Tony Khan is in the ring with MJF and the Young Bucks, celebrating a successful Double or Nothing pay-per-view. They're touting their success. Tony Khan's doing his usual talking with 4 microphones. When all of a sudden, Eric Bischoff's, well, not Eric Bischoff's music, but music starts playing. And Eric Bischoff walks onto the stage. And everyone is completely shocked. He interrupts Tony Khan's opening promo. He mocks Tony Khan's management skills and his utilization of talent, and vows to slowly take over the company from within. With this, Bischoff reveals the first lot of recruits that he has got to kind of stand behind him. This is Kenny Omega, Brian Cage, Mercedes Moné, and Roosh. They all stand behind him on the stage as Eric Bischoff smiles and Tony Khan looks worried in the ring as the segment comes to a close. What do you think so far?
Yeah, not a bad lineup for old Eric.
Yeah, that's a pretty...
For Kenny Omega.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, Kenny, a big one. He's like a day oneer, isn't he? Like a founding member.
Yeah. Good to get Cage in there. I mean, he's always capable of much more than they're giving him.
Yeah, I think Mercedes is a good shout as well. Her character lends itself to kind of, you know, rebelling against the authority. She's not getting what she wants, so she can get more from someone else.
Yeah,
and Roosh is your classic hired mercenary, isn't he?
Yeah, he really fits that role well.
Yeah. So yeah, okay, that's it, and that's the first segment. So week 2, it's called The Battle Lines. Bischoff and Khan engage in a heated backstage argument with insults flying, whereas Khan accuses Eric Bischoff of living in the past and trying to stay relevant in the modern day wrestling. The insults fly back and forth, with Eric Bischoff saying Tony Khan doesn't know what he's doing, and he is setting wrestling back over 20 years, and Bischoff is here to keep the essence alive. As Eric Bischoff leaves the screen, Tony Khan opens the locker room door to reveal that his first allies, along with MJF and the Bucks, are revealed, which is Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley, Will Ospreay, and Britt Baker.
Ooh, stacked.
So this, I think, when you have a storyline like this, you need to have your A-listers, don't you?
Yeah, if it's going to be sort of a company-wide thing,
yeah,
that huge, then yeah, you're going to have to.
Yeah, absolutely. That's week 2. We go to week 3. Bischoff's faction ambushes Khan's team as they arrive for Dynamite. Chairs, trash cans, and car hoods become weapons. It is revealed that Santana and Ortiz have joined Eric Bischoff's side, while FTR have sided with Tony Khan.
Of course they have.
Everyone fights backstage, leaving absolute chaos in the parking lot, with both teams bloodied, with Tony Khan and Eric Bischoff looking at each other from afar. MJF, Khan's trusted advisor, is shown secretly meeting with Eric Bischoff. He claims loyalty to Khan, but feeds information to Eric Bischoff.
Ooh.
MJF, he's playing both sides here.
Got your snake in the grass.
Yeah, exactly. We go to the next week. The Young Bucks retain their tag titles in a match and celebrate with Tony Khan. Eric Bischoff interrupts and cuts a promo about creative control and how creative control only gets people so far. Sometimes they need a little bit extra. As this happens, the Young Bucks turn on Tony Khan and deliver a double low blow.
Oof.
And the Young Bucks join Eric Bischoff, appealing to their desire for further creative control. Nice. So the Bucks have joined Eric Bischoff.
Interesting. Is Tony Khan gonna sell the low blow as well as he did the last beatdown he got?
The microphone in the chest, you mean?
Yeah.
Where I think he's still waiting to go down from that.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see it. I mean, a double low blow as well. That's like one boot to each testicle. Oof,
yeah.
That's painful. We go to the following week. Bischoff starts manipulating wrestler contracts from within. Forcing Adam Hangman Page to join his ranks. Page
against his will.
Yeah. Or possibly offers him something in return. Adam Page reluctantly complies. Adam Page is therefore inserted as Eric Bischoff's official enforcer.
Okay.
The following week, Tony Khan comes to the ring. Where are we? Sorry, here we are. Eric Khan comes to the ring, angry, and he's fighting from below at this point. And he says, "I've always got a secret weapon." As Eric Bischoff comes out, laughing, and says, "Look who I've got. You've got no one." And then from the rafters descends Sting, who lands in front of Eric Bischoff, staring a hole through him as Bischoff backs away and heads up the ramp. This is my favorite bit coming up.
All right.
Later in the show, Eric Bischoff appears on the screen while Tony Khan is on commentary. Bischoff has revealed that he has hacked emails from Tony Khan's inbox. They expose that Tony Khan has doubts about AEW's future and talent. Fans gasp as Tony Khan rushes to get a microphone and stammers to explain. Bischoff looks at the camera and smirks and whispers, "Your empire's crumbling, Tony." That's really cool. I like that.
Damn.
That is really cool. Next up, Eric Bischoff, the following week, declares he has a new recruit from outside the company as Gail Kim joins and claims loyalty to Eric Bischoff, but secretly supports Tony Khan.
The snake. Reverse snake.
Gail Kim plays both sides, adding complexity. Kim eventually turns, laying out Mercedes during her title match against Hikaru Shida, forcing Mercedes to lose the title as Gail Kim sides with Tony Khan. It's personal now. It's personal. So Mercedes has a title match with Hikaru Shida. Gail Kim costs her the match, showing her allegiance to Tony Khan. The following week, MJF rallies with AEW and the Allies in the ring with Tony Khan. He says, "I am MJF, we are AEW." He looks at Tony Khan and says, "Tony, I'm with you all the way," before low blowing him instantly. And taking off his hoodie to reveal a shirt with Eric Bischoff's face on it.
Amazing.
Tony Khan,
very MJF thing.
Tony Khan is getting more low blows than AJ did during his Shinsuke Nakamura feud.
Yeah.
So MJF has turned and joined Eric Bischoff. And he walks up the ramp with his middle fingers up as Eric Bischoff waits at the top of the ramp, smiling with his arms open. All right. The following week, Tony Khan is backstage. And Tony Khan is on the phone. He is heard saying, "When are you going to get here? I need you now more than ever." Later in the show.
Now tonight.
Later in the show, Tony Khan is in the parking lot. And approaching him is Chris Jericho. Tony Khan says, "Where have you been? I've been waiting for you. I need you now more than ever." Jericho says, "Don't worry, I'm here," before attacking Tony Khan and says, "You think you've got the ability to hold this company down like Eric Bischoff? You gotta be kidding me." He cites his old WCW ties and that he forgives Eric Bischoff for the NWO, but he can't forgive Tony Khan for the state of AEW. Oh, nice. So Jericho is with Bischoff.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Week 10. Eric Bischoff and Tony Khan have come to the ring. And Tony Khan says there's only one way to end this. You versus me. All in Wembley. Tables, ladders, and chairs.
Amazing. That's going to be brilliant.
So they both signed the contract. Obviously, with the deeds to AEW, I assume, are hanging from the ladder.
Yeah.
Eric Bischoff laughs at Tony Khan and mocks him for just feeding off of his family. Tony Khan tips the table over as behind Eric Bischoff come all his allies, and then behind Tony Khan come all his allies, and a huge brawl ensues in the ring. The following week, Tony Khan is in the ring, cutting a heartfelt promo about his love for AEW and how they are the life and soul of pro wrestling. Well, I've heard that so many times in real life, I swear.
Yeah, here we go again.
I'm pretty sure Dax Harwood says that on a weekly basis. When footage starts playing on the Titantron of Eric Bischoff's team kidnapping Shad Khan.
Oh, whoa.
Tony Khan's father is being kidnapped on the big screen by Eric Bischoff. Bischoff looks into the camera and says, "You think you can one-up me?" And just like that famous NWO promo, he says, "What the hell were you thinking?" We're at Wembley. We're all in. The brutal match unfolds. Weapons, interference, chaos everywhere. The ring overflows with wrestlers from both sides throughout the match because, let's be real, these two aren't going to have a classic, are they?
No.
Amid the chaos, Shad Khan enters the stadium.
Oh, God.
He's holding a steel chair.
Amazing.
Eric Bischoff stands up. Tony Khan stands up. Shad Khan swings at Bischoff but turns around and hits Tony Khan instead.
The drama.
Like fucking Jerry Springer. Shad Khan turns on his son, hitting him with a steel chair. And he helps Eric Bischoff climb the ladder to secure the deeds to AEW. Eric Bischoff takes control of AEW, but at what cost? AEW undergoes major changes under Bischoff's leadership. Khan plots his revenge in the shadows, vowing to return. The war leaves scars, alliances shattered and friendships broken, and so the battle for AEW's soul will surely rage on. The end.
Amazing.
What do you think?
Shad Khan turning on his own son.
Amazing, isn't it?
Touch of brilliance.
Yeah. I just imagine him getting in the ring with a chair and "Fuck you, kid!" Bang. Where's my money?
Amazing.
Where's my money?
That's the storytelling they need.
Exactly, yeah. So, Tony, if you're listening, I am free Mondays and Fridays. If you want to give me a call.
Yeah.
God damn it. I tell you what, I wish it would have gone on to because that promo from Shad Khan the following Wednesday would have been cinema.
Yeah. Absolute cinema.
As to why he did it. I don't think
Why, Shad? Why?
we've never never heard Shad can't speak, have we? Not on television,
I don't
anyway.
think so,
No. So yeah, what did you think overall?
Yeah, no, it's a bit more extreme than your classic invasion angle.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did like how they figureheads ended up going head to head as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'd love to see both of them wrestle.
Oh God, it would be funny, wouldn't
It'd
it?
just be, yeah. Don't know what it would be, but it would be hilarious.
Yeah, I think it would be quite funny. I guess Michael Cole and Jerry the King Lawler wasn't very funny, was it?
It wasn't.
No.
But
Or Eric Bischoff and Teddy Long had a fight, didn't they, as well? They fought, didn't they? That wasn't very good either.
Yeah.
But Bischoff's not known for his wrestling. That's not his strength. His strength is kidnapping people's fathers, apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was very well put together. I think obviously it could always be better because it's AI generated. It could have fleshed out a few things, but I think in terms of the thread of the story, it kind of nailed a lot of things, and it's something that I would watch. How it would play out on TV, I don't know, but on paper, I think Jeff did a good job. Well done, Jeff.
Yeah, you used to lot of good stars as well.
Yeah.
Who you want to see?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, let us know what you think in the comments, guys. That is Eric Bischoff taking over AEW. And next time it'll be Cronus' turn to read one out to me, and we'll see what him and Jeff can come up with.
We'll have to wait for that one.
Yep. Coming up soon, our Royal Rumble predictions using anything but wrestlers. Looking forward to seeing the Teapot enter at number 12. And booking the worst Royal Rumble ever using AI. And our own personal ones as well. So it'll be me, Cronus, and Jeff will all predict a terrible Royal Rumble. Make it as bad as possible, and the worst one wins. That's all coming up before Christmas. But yeah, until then, guys, we will see you in the next video.
Right. Take care.
See you later. Bye.